how the heki moly did you get in the kua, like through the door? Like obviously you are Māori.
I am, yes.
And
I am a Māori Elite, yes. No, it was fucking interesting. We actually, my mum, who's Pākehā, was like, she came with me, and all my mates that tried to get in there, they all had moko kauai, and they got like, no one.
D9.
Wow.
Yeah, and even when I drove up, the security guards on the side were like, oh no, the protesters are over here. And I said, nah, I'm not protesting, I actually am coming for it. And he was like, oh, and he went to go talk to another security guard, and I just went and drove up the hill and parked up, and then got out of the car. Mum just got let straight up, and I just kind of walked straight in, slipped in, shook Batchelor's hand as I walked in, and went and sat down and just
did you
zipped.
say "ana hoi hoi"?
No, that was like, kia ora. Walked in, and it was a bit of like a, and then I just kind of got in and sat there. So me and a couple of mates were sitting around trying to record as much as we could.
You did ask a question, right?
I got at the end, and I just asked them, what's your what is a Māori Elite in your, what's your whakaaro and what's in the Māori Elite? But before this, he kind of showed photos of, in his kōrero, there's kind of 4 to 1,000 Māori Elites in Aotearoa. And I'm like, name them. Like, seriously, name them. And he shows photos, and the photos he shows are like Rawari and Deb. Like, these are people that I know, so I'm like, oh yeah, sweet. Yeah, are these the only ones that you've got? And he kind of, it's hard to say. It's just trying to put like any Māori that has been successful, or any kind of Māori that's in what you would call a higher position in terms of a Western way of looking at what a higher position is they're an elitist, and they're out to get all the money, and they're not sharing it with their iwi or their hapu. So there's a lot of just bullshit chat that he's talking about. So I suppose, the kōrero that I'm coming from is that, I've kind of taken on the Māori elite persona in this act. Yeah,
it's bullshit, but there's a lot of people going for that.
Yeah, there's a lot of Māori too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, definitely.